Destiny 2 Season of the Splicer has finally, officially been unveiled. What's going on, Guardians? My name is the Black Link, and as we make our way towards the end of the Season of the Chosen, with this of course being the last week of Season 13, we've finally gotten the official reveal of what's coming in Season 14, officially titled The Season of the Splicer. Now, if you're plugged into information, you likely knew this stuff a week or so ago. It got leaked in data mine not too long back. But now we're getting to see everything that we're going to be engaging with Destiny 2's next big season of content. Anyways, Bungie dropped an awesome trailer earlier today. If you missed out on it, I'll have a link to it down in the description box below, but of course you're going to be seeing that as a part of this video as well. But what exactly is happening in this Season of the Splicers? Well, the Vex have plunged the last city into an endless night, threatening the safety once found beneath the watchful presence of the Traveler. It is here, bathed in perpetual moonlight, that Ikora Rey reveals the identity of an unlikely ally that may hold the keys to triumphing over this attack. Mithrax, the Kell of the House of Light, leads a small group of Elixni who wish to be closer to the Traveler. As a sacred splicer, he possesses the knowledge needed to combat the Vex technology that ensnares the last city. So our old homie, you might remember him from Vanilla D2 in one of the missions you could do on Titan. Then of course we got to reconvene with him for the 0-hour hidden exotic mission. Mithrax, the Kell of the House of Light, is making his return as a major story character in the Season of the Splicers. And it's awesome to see him. Of course, it's also great to finally have Ikora Rey back as a major part of the story. The House of Light is one of the more mysterious aspects of the lore. It's clear it's going to become an ally in future content, and this seems to be a story element that's going to bring us closer there. Fallen Splicers are said to be able to communicate with machines, and Mithrax is said to be the last of that order. The trailer starts with him leading a group of Elixni through the snow. And I wanted to take note there, it's interesting, we actually get to see one of the Fallen carrying what looks to be Fallen babies. I just thought that was an interesting little note that I had to point out. From there on in the trailer, we actually get to hear from Mithrax himself, who is going to serve as a guide of sorts, leading us into the Vex network, so that we can find the source of the simulation that's causing an endless night in the city and will lead to the end of humanity. That's the story for next season, and I can't wait to dive on into it. It seems to have an aesthetic very similar to what we see in the Prophecy Dungeon. And based on what we've learned about the Season of the Splicer, it seems that story is going to be told in a very similar manner to the Season of the Chosen. We're going to be getting an upgraded version of the Helm, which of course served as our HQ in Season 13. A new chamber overlooking the loading bay has been completed. It is here that the Vanguard will harness new Splicer technology and plan their response to the Vex incursion. We also of course are getting a brand new 6-player matchmade activity titled Override, and we get to see plenty of clips of that here in the trailer. In Override, fire teams of 6 will use Splicer technology to hack their way directly into the Vex network, uncover their secrets, steal their code, and use the Vex's power against them. And in addition to being visually stunning, like seriously, the environmental team at Bungie deserves a raise, this also brings up some really interesting lore implications, since very few characters have been able to penetrate the Vex network and make it out alive. Once inside, it looks like we're going to be fighting off a myriad of different Vex, including some Vex who share the same model as Atheon times Conflux. Now, of course, in addition to this new 6-player activity, we've also got a new weekly Pinnacle mission. Kind of surprising that Bungie's letting us know this right off the bat. It'll be titled Expunge. Each week, Guardians will uncover new vulnerabilities within the Vex network and use Splicer keys to infiltrate and collapse it from within. So you'll be able to repeat this mission for Pinnacle rewards. Also, remember, starting next season, we're not going to be having the 50 power level jump anymore. Your max power level is going to go from a hard cap of 1300 right now to 1310. So you're not going to have nearly as much of a grind as we usually do. But speaking of Atheon times Conflux and the concept of grinding, the Vault of Glass is also returning next season, Season of the Splicers, on May 22nd. The Time Lost raid will return. Stored away deep in the Vault of Glass on Venus is Atheon times Conflux. No one knows what this Vex is, but Guardians must access the vault, navigate the fractures in space and time, and terminate Atheon before it can become an unstoppable threat. And then we get to see the classic 6-man fire team load in animation and opening up the door to the Vault of Glass. This has been one of the most anticipated returning experiences in Destiny, and I for one can't wait to dive back into VoG. Now additionally, of course, 801 is going to be returning this season as well. In a new area of the tower called the Loom, 801 is going to be in charge of armor synthesis, the new transmog system added into Destiny. We covered this system extensively in a TWAB a week or two ago. So if you missed out on that, I have a link to the TWAB as well as the video we did for it in the description box below. But the trailer here gives you a little bit of a nod towards the transmog system, showing off Guardians rocking multiple different looks. After that, we get a sneak peek at an incoming exotic for the next season. The Cryothesia 77K. It looks to be a new stasis damage exotic sidearm. Almost kind of like a frosty version of the Devil's Ruin. While we don't get to see much action from it, we do get to see that it has the power to freeze enemies solid, just like any of the other stasis abilities. But in addition to that new sidearm, we've got over 30 new and reprised legendary weapons to crash the Vex network with. And of course, we'll have new exotic weapons and armor to match that as well. In particular, we get a sneak peek at a few bits of incoming exotic gear, like the Star Eater scales for hunters. This allows hunters to feast upon orbs of power, charging their super more quickly and making it more potent. Then we've got the Path of Burning Steps for Titans. Titan armor that converts solar eliminations into increased weapon damage and makes them more difficult to lock down with stasis. So we're now literally getting exotics that are made to counter stasis abilities. Finally, for Warlocks, we've got the Boots of the Assembler. These boots condense a Warlock Rift's healing or empowering energy into projectiles that seek out their allies to bless them with noble benefits. Which almost kind of sounds like it's a Rift version of the noble round you get when you're utilizing the exotic hand cannon Lumina. So basically you drop your Rift, it condenses it into a projectile, and it's going to give buffs to your nearby teammates. Definitely an interesting ability. Beyond that, of course, a brand new season comes tacked along with a brand new season pass. And of course, owning that season pass is going to unlock instant access to the new Cryothesia 77K stasis-powered sidearm, as well as grant you access to other extra rewards and EXP boosts. It looks like our artifact this time around might be the Splicer Gauntlet, which is described as sacred Splicer tech that can be charged with ether and used to hack the Vex network, access conflux chests, and unlock Splicer upgrades. That could serve as our artifact next season, or it might be something similar to the hammer charges we get in the current season. We'll see. Of course, beyond that, the Season Pass has got 100 other levels of items for you to earn, giving players plenty of rewards as we progress throughout the season. And as usual, Bungie's given us a handy guide for what's going to be available to free-to-play players as well as people who own the Season Pass. So you can refer to that to see what's coming for everybody. Finally, of course, we've got the season content release calendar telling us when exactly we'll be able to engage in a lot of this stuff. Starting May 11th, the first day of the season, we've got the official intro mission, armor synthesis, and the Endless Night is going to begin. Additionally, on the 11th, we'll be getting access to new Stasis Aspect quests, and of course, Override is going to be going live on Europa. Then, on May 14th, we've got the return of Trials of Osiris. On May 18th, we've got the return of the Iron Banner, and the Override activity is going to open up on the moon. Then, May 22nd, the Vault of Glass officially begins. Then, a few days after that, on May 25th, the weekly Pinnacle mission is going to go live, and the Override activity is going to expand to the Tangled Shore. After that, the Iron Banner will be returning on June 8th, the Vault of Glass Raid Challenge will be opening up on June 15th, Iron Banner will be back again on June 29th, and then on July 6th, the Solstice of Heroes summer event is going to begin, and the Vault of Glass difficulty options are going to become available for everyone. I'm assuming this is when we're going to regain access to challenge mode and that kind of stuff. Then, after that, on August 3rd, Solstice of Heroes will end and the Iron Banner will return. And finally, on August 10th, we have our epilogue, pretty much covering everything we've got on this calendar. We've got all that content coming and more. But alright Guardians, that's pretty much it for your reveal of Destiny 2's Season of the Splicer. This is going live next Tuesday at reset time. And I've got to say, it looks like a lot of fun. But that's the news and those are my thoughts. Be sure to leave me yours down in the comment section below. How do you feel about the Season of the Splicers? Are you excited for some new content in Destiny? Be sure to let me know. If you enjoyed the video, feel free to drop a like, make sure you subscribe, and hit that notification bell to stay up to date with all the latest stuff we're putting out. I'm out for now. Thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I am the Black Link. You Guardians, stay frosty.